Hi guys, it's Rowan from JB Tooltech and Josh behind the camera. We'll just tell you briefly to talk about stretching bolts. Okay, there's people that talk about rotational torque and dynamic torque. Well, this is actually a stretch of a bolt to give you the same sort of kilonewton load or the same sort of torque. So how we do that, we use a thing called a tensioner. Now what the tensioner is, it's made up of various parts, but that's the puller. Okay, so the puller is matching to your thread size of your stud. And then your AF size of your nut head, we go into our end hex there. So that sits on. We do that up, and basically the simplest way to explain it, we put a hydraulic pump on that, we pump it up to a certain pressure, and all that's doing is jacking up the load cell. And when we pump that up and jack up the load cell, it's stretching the bolt, and once we reach a certain kilonewton force, depending on where our pressure's set on our pump, that will shut the tool off and we'll reach that stretch, that kilonewton range. So yeah, that's a very common way, very common tool to use in oil and gas on flange. And most of these tools come in different sort of configurations as far as if you're doing 100% bolting, 50% bolting. If you've got 64 bolt flange and you want to do 50%, well you'll have 32 tensioners. So it's a really good way to establish an even clamp load for something that like a flange. And when you're doing wind turbines, basically wind turbine on base flanges, they have like minimum access. So what we do, we have different variations. Now this tensioner here, same sort of setup, where the stud goes through, your AF is sitting size on the bottom, you screw your nut in, you've got a bolt count here, so you count in each bolt, and you ratchet it up, apply the load, stretches the bolt. Once it gets to the kilonewton range that you're looking for, tool will shut off. You apply your hydraulic pressure through just a normal 15,000 bar pump, and straight into the port, and from that port we can tee off and do multiples if we want. But yeah, usually we do inside and outside flanges on wind, and on flanges for oil and gas we basically have multiples. So yeah guys, that's a tensioner. The pump's fairly simple. We have them in air and electric, and whatever you need we can provide for you. So if we get a drawing of your stud and your application, we can provide you all the data and the software, the bolt calculations and all that sort of stuff as well. All the flange management side of it as well is available. Okay, thanks guys.